So hello everyone, it's your Beat87 here, and today we are going to get into a lot of luxury makeup. So I got like 2 or 3 different videos to shoot today, but I'm gonna start off with this foundation review and this luxury eyeshadow. So if y'all know, a while ago I did a luxury haul. I don't know how long that video's been up, but I've had all the stuff sitting in the box waiting to do it, so I finally got around to doing it today. So we're gonna go ahead and go today. And then I got inspired to do it because the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer came out. So I was like, we're just gonna put all the bougie expensive shit on our face at one time. So anyway, I'm gonna start off with the Diypansy Hyaluronic Hydra Primer. I got this little sample when I got the Diypansy tinted powder in the color medium dark. I thought it was darker online. It looks dark, so I feel like I've catfished, but you know, we're just gonna go ahead on and not worry about that. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the primer on. Then y'all know I'm a spot conceal my face with my Kevin Aqua. I don't know where the hell I put that concealer brush. Hopefully, here it is. Thank God. I was gonna say hopefully it's in here, because if it's not, I don't know. And then we're gonna go ahead and use the eye quad. So y'all know I bought a few Tom Ford ones, so I'm going to use this one. We're going to use Photosynthesis number 24, and I believe it's still for sale because I bought it on Nordstrom's rack. I mean, not Nordstrom's rack. I think it was Nordstrom or Neiman Marcus. I don't remember. I just know I bought it from one of these expensive ass designer stores that I don't normally shop at, because you know they had everything on sale. So anyway, let's put this Diypansy primer on. I have a confession to make, y'all. I have not like really washed my face all week long. Don't judge. If you all didn't know, I don't know what video has gone up when, but my grandmother didn't have any hot water at her house, and as you all know, since I had to stay here because she has coronavirus and she's at my house, my son and I have been over here, and then he's between here and with his dad. I had to stay here and still had to go to work. So it was like, you know, I had to take sink baths. So we thankful you have hot water right now, because like if I had to choose between, you know, like, and then the water like backs up on top of it. So it's like after you know, if I'm taking a sink bath to take the thing out, like the water I used like Thursday is still sitting in the sink, and it's Saturday, and it hasn't fully gone down. And then since she has his and her sinks, for some reason, like the water comes up the other end, so the water's coming up into the other sink. So I'm like, so what's gonna happen when that one doesn't drain out? Like the sink I use, the water's going into that one, and the sink that my grandmother used to use is the one I'm trying to get water to go out of. So I'm just like, what's going on here? Okay. So I had to go in the kitchen today and wash my face so we could do this review, but I was like, you know, like I've been waiting for the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer to show up forever, and everybody else already got theirs up that I watched just about, because, you know, everybody else got their package on Friday like they were supposed to. Now, I was the asshole that they made wait till Tuesday, and since I'm an essential worker, I said to go to work, so I was like, I'm not going to try to sit up all day and, you know, wear this bronzer and not be able to give y'all a proper wear test or anything just so I can tell you I got the review up. Like, no, when I do it, we're going to wear test it then, because it's like a lot of y'all depend on that when I first do reviews, and then, you know, if I do a review later, it's like, doesn't really get any views, because it's like plenty of other people have done it by then. And I know plenty of other people have done it by now too, but I'm like, I paid for it to review it, so we reviewing this motherfucker. Like, even though she made me wait till Tuesday and everybody else got theirs. I was super pissed too when I heard Kelsey Brown and Jay talking about how she ordered hers and 2 days later it showed up. I'm like, I ordered it early access, and you trying to tell me my shit can't come till Tuesday, but everybody else can come before mine. Like, this is simple. Like, is everybody afraid of Chirac? Like, why I gotta wait for? I mean, like, you probably should be. I heard they were like, on Memorial Day, like 36 people got shot and like 9 people were killed. And it's like, they ain't even let us off house arrest. And like, you know, people are just out here wild. And I was just like, child, it's some out west stuff. It's some out west stuff. If you're from Chicago, you know what I'm talking about. Like, people always make those jokes on Facebook. They be like, out west, you know. Oh, I do want to talk about something serious though, instead of being silly like I'm being right now. Even though that is a travesty, like, why y'all out here, like, shooting people and stuff when it's a pandemic going on? Like, is it really time to be, like, murdering your own people? The police are doing it for you. You don't have to be doing it yourself, you know. And they getting away with it. You ain't gonna get away with it, so I just... But yeah, I'm glad to see a lot of the people, a lot of the influencers, a lot of the brands that I follow I don't know if you all saw my post on IG. If you don't, you need to go check it out. It's JLB87. I didn't say a whole bunch of profound stuff and have a super long message because I know, like, when people have messages up like that, people tend not to read it as much. They'll just like the picture, whatever. So I just kept it short and sweet. I figured I could talk about it some more in some of the videos I'm, like, you know, filming today. So anyway, like I said, I noticed a lot of influencers I follow are online speaking about it and all that, and I'm like, that's good and all, but sometimes I'd be like, do people really just speak up on stuff because they see everybody else speaking on it, and that way they don't look like a bad person for not speaking on it, but in reality they really don't give a damn? Because sometimes I be feeling like that. Like certain influencers, I feel like you just get that vibe and you be like, oh, you just doing it because you see everybody else doing it, you want to, you know, be in with the in crowd, and it's not, you know, genuinely from the heart. Now, it's not to say that they aren't genuine from the heart. It's just like sometimes people do bandwagon stuff. And sometimes I feel like some of the posts I be seeing, it's like, it's real bandwagony because it's like, you didn't post it, somebody sold post or this brand posted or whatever. And it's like, that could be said about my post too, because this did happen early in the week and I didn't post this like yesterday. But it's like, I work at night, so y'all, if y'all notice during the week, you don't get a lot of posts on my Instagram page. But you all already know. Like at the time when you all would be up and like looking at stuff, I'm asleep. So my posts usually come around 12 o'clock in like the afternoon when I randomly wake up, because sometimes I have to order stuff for like videos even though I still need to sleep. What up with the beauty blender? Because I know I brought it in here and put it. Crap. Oh, here it is on the side. But yeah, so that's why my post went up super late, because it's like I don't think I had posted anything that week. I might have posted like one thing, but again, I work at night, so like when the news is coming on or when the news is on, again, I'm still asleep. So if it wasn't for like places like Facebook or like people at work talking about it that, you know, work the normal shift, I wouldn't necessarily know a lot about the situation or seen the video or anything like that. But I think it's a travesty. And I've been posting a lot of stuff on Facebook, voicing my opinions on it. But I felt it was important to come on Instagram and talk about it too, because I usually don't. But, you know, I was like, I feel like something needs to be said. Not for me to just sit silent, especially since, you know, it's one of my people at the end of the day. But let me know what you all think about the whole situation, because I'm like, I feel like some brands are taking advantage of it and trying to grow their brand by pretending like they actually give a damn, and then they're gonna go back to making the same 5 and 10 shades and not giving a damn about, you know, the consumer market of that color. But, you know, it made them look good at the time and got them more followers and more customers and more sales or whatever the case may be. Because sometimes I feel like stuff like that happens too. Like I saw this hair brand. I'm not gonna name the hair brand. I posted it on my Facebook. And they turned off the comments, which made them look real shady to me. So maybe I should name the brand. I don't know. It's a hair brand, just so y'all know. It's one of the hair extension brands. And I had went on there and like they didn't have the comment section up. They were like 15% off, and they gave the code Floyd to get people to buy hair. And I'm like, because I was going to leave a comment like, well, are you donating this money to his family, or are you just trying to get a quick buck and make it seem like you give a damn when you really don't? Like, huh. But I didn't say it out, you know, but like I said, that's how I found out they turned their comments off, because I was looking for the comment section, or I sat at the thing for a little while, hoping that the comment thing would pop up, and it never popped up. So I was like, to me, this seems kind of shady, because it's like, if you're really down to support the family, wouldn't you have just been like, yeah, proceeds goes to the family, blah, blah, blah. Like the brand that you've seen me wear shirts from before, the brand called God is Dope, they donated $25,000 within the sale of 24 hours for their I Can't Breathe shirts that said God is Dope on it, and I think it just said I Can't Breathe underneath it. But like y'all forgot to do my mustache because I sit up here talking so damn much, sorry. But like they donated $25,000, and then they showed on their brand's Instagram page that they donated the $25,000 to his GoFundMe account. So I thought that was really nice, because I'm like, you know, they're small businesses. They don't have nearly as much money as other big corporations and businesses, and they, you know, thought enough to still like donate to the cause. I plan on donating to the his GoFundMe as well. And I signed the change.org, a petition that they had up. I think they only needed 3 million signatures. And last time I checked, they were like almost like 7 million. And I was like, oh, wow. So I was excited about that. We're going to take the Hourglass Veil primer, eye primer, especially since, you know, this is supposed to be a bougie eyeshadow look. I figured we'd just go all out with, you know, all the bougie stuff I own. But yeah, so I thought that was really nice of them. And I'm liking the fact that they got this change.org thing going on. Like, hopefully it eventually changes. I heard a lot of stuff's been going bad for the dude, though. Like, his wife is leaving him, and like some other stuff I heard. I just feel bad for Target somewhat, because I'm like, you know, but I understand, like, people are frustrated, people are tired. This has been going on for 500 million years and nothing ever changes. People say they're gonna change and say, you know, all these different things, and then, you know, but I never thought I'd be quoting a Chrisette Michele song, but it's like, it's not about what you say, it's about what you do. It's all in what you do, and you haven't done anything to change. So, you know, like, quit phony kicking and pretend like you want change, and, you know, change will come and all that other stuff. It's not changing because you don't want it to change. It's fine that you don't want it to change, but don't expect everybody to want it to stay the same when everything is only benefiting you. I know it just sounds like a whole bunch of random rambles, y'all, but, you know, it's what happens when you're sleep deprived, but you still want to talk about important things. It's like sometimes it all just gets jumbled up in there. Anyway, we're going to use the Photosynthesis eyeshadow palette. Start off with, I'm sorry, you get the lawnmowers. Like, they usually have lawnmowers come through the week, but then these people's lawn people come on Saturday, I guess, or something. I don't know. As you all know, I don't live out here, so I don't really know too much about the schedule. Around my house, I know they do it on Saturdays, though. So, I don't know. Anyway, this is what the packaging looks like. All the other packaging, I feel like most of them look the same. I gouged my finger in the one shade I was super excited about, so I'm kind of, you know, feeling salty. Like this one right here. If you see, I gouged my finger when I was trying to get the plastic out. But this is what it looks like. Y'all already know why I got this quad. Like, this little section right here, I don't even care about this section that much, even though I'm going to put this one in it. I might put that one in the inner corner. I'm not putting that on the lower lash line, and we'll have to use that another time. But I don't even understand why that one's in here, because I don't necessarily feel like it goes with anything. But I'm just like, okay, whatever, you know, we're going to go with it. Oh, y'all, so I'm trying to get into refer brushes. So, because I didn't want to talk to y'all too long about that situation and, you know, have you all depressed or feeling some type of way. Because it's like, it's not like you don't see it on TV already. So it's like, I don't want to just, you know, further do it. But at the same time, as a black woman, I'm not going to sit here and not say anything about it. So, you know, you was going to hear something. Even if it's only for 5 minutes, you was going to hear something. Let me see, what did I do my eye brushes? Oh, here they are. Okay, so we're going to start off with this Scott Barnes number 62. Y'all know this is one of my favorite brushes to use. And I'm just going to, I guess I'll start tapping this on the outer V. I've never used any time for shadows before, so I don't know how this is about to work. But I figure I'll start with this shade. And then kind of blend it upward. I'm trying to make it outer V and then like go into the crease with it a little bit, and then just use the, you know, bluish shimmery shade on the lid, because y'all know that's the excitement of my day in this palette. That's it right there. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like it's darkening up when I'm using it. Like in the crease right here, I feel like it's getting darker as I blend it out. I don't know. I've seen a lot of nice colors in the Tom Ford quads. Like, the first person I watched that used it was Jackie Ina. She had Sahara Hayes was the Tom Ford quad that she was using. But, you know. I think I'm going with the Detail Diffused Crease Brush from Sigma, and kind of go around the edges and just make it a little smoother. But, you know, I think we'll just start off right now with this brush. So I'm going to take this brush and do the same look to the other side. I don't know, I feel like these feel kind of dry. I don't know. Darken this out of here. I can hear people talking outside, but I don't know what they're talking about. I'm like, why are you talking like right by the window I'm sitting at? I mean, it sounds like anybody knows I'm in here filming or whatever. They just see me come out the house taking random pictures, and then people like be jogging down the street and looking at me weird. And I'm like, okay. Like, so it's the same at home. Like, when I'm taking pictures outside on my porch, they be looking at it all weird, and I'm like, oh, okay. But thank goodness I already took the thumbnail for this video at home. So I don't have to worry about using, because I don't have any of my boards here that I'd be using, because those are like little towel boards I got from work, honestly. They were going to throw them in the trash. So I was like, nope, I'm going to keep them. I didn't even know what I was keeping them for at the time, because like it was long before I had a YouTube channel. I just thought they looked nice, and I was like, I want it. I'm going to keep it. So then I got them, and then, you know, I use them for what I use them for now. But, so we're going to take the Sigma E40 to dust over the top of this, and then I will, to, you know, smooth out the coloring or whatever. And then I'm gonna go in with that Sigma detailed diffuse crease brush and do a better coloring situation of that. Okay, so yeah. Refer is killing it with these 50% off things. I know I started talking about it and just randomly went off on something else. Again, y'all, I'm sleep deprived, so please forgive me. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I got off work at like 4:30, so I'm just over here trying to, you know, function the best way I know how. I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics number 7 brush for the shimmer, just because I don't want to use my rougher brushes and get like stains on them. I hate when white brushes have like stains from eyeshadow on them. So let's take this one, because oh yes, hello pigment, come through. This looks really nice. And I try not to take it too high up in the crease, because I don't like when the crease has shimmer in it, especially when you have to blend out the shades together, and then, you know, your crease looks crazy because you got that going on. So I'm trying not to have that happen. But y'all already know I'm here for this eye. It's a vibe. It's definitely a vibe. I'll put the gold in the inner corner a little bit later, but, you know, I was just trying to get the main part of the eye look done. Go ahead and shimmer, shimmer. Shimmer, shimmer, chicken dinner, shimmer, shimmer. I'm trying to get every single refer brush there is. Since, you know, they got such an amazing deal going on at the concept store. So I just, like, whatever they put in the concept store, I buy it. Like the face duo they had going on, I bought that a while ago. The only thing is with that one, they say it's like 10 to 12 weeks on shipping. I'm like, oh my God. It's like I'm gonna have to wait that long for shipping of this. I'm feeling some type of way about that. Especially since I just ordered it, I think like the beginning of April. I'm just taking a little bit more of that color in the brush we talked about and like going into here a little bit more for a little more detail. This is my favorite brush. I was so sad when they had it on sale for $10. I didn't, they ran out of stock, but apparently everybody uses this brush, or a good amount of people. And I still haven't got my hands on the detailed blending brush. Whenever that one goes on sale, it's always out of stock. And then I tried to buy it when I think it was Nordstrom had it was Nordstrom or Neiman Marcus had a 25% off sale. I tried to get it then, and then I couldn't get it then either. So I was just like, oh my God. So this brush and I just we don't belong together, because I keep trying to buy it and just, I'm sorry, buy more than one, and it's just not working out. So I'm like, next time I see it in stock, I'm gonna use somebody's code and just buy like 2 or 3 of them, because I really, really like this brush. Especially when it comes to like detailing over the top of, you know, eyeshadows like the one I have on now. Like I normally use a brown. I'm sorry, y'all. It's like this one eyebrow that's like, thank you. It was like pointing down and right over my eyelid. And y'all know I don't care about eyebrows, but like it was just annoying me because it was sitting like right on top of the eyeshadow when I was trying to do it, and I was just annoyed. Sorry, I'm just rambling all over the place, but yeah. Anyway, so these eyes are looking pretty good. I don't know if they're looking like, you know, $88 good, but they look nice. Like I said, I feel like the mattes are dry in this, so I don't know how I feel about that, but you know. I'm surprised he didn't emboss the TF in the, you know, eyeshadows. He just put it on here, but maybe he didn't want the eyeshadows to be harder pressed, so he just, you know, left it like that. I'm not going to put any eyeliner or lower lash line on. Like I said, y'all know I always got to shoot 2 and 3 videos, so we're not going to do the bottom and all that stuff. I mean, I might put something in the waterline and just stick to this kind of color story to film eyeshadow videos for Instagram for the rest of the day, so that way, you know, I can at least have some kind of coloring going on underneath here, because I feel like with this smokiness, it looks weird having like nothing down there, but you know. do what you got to do. And I only have 2 days to do it because I had to work this Friday. I only have to work one more Friday though. I feel like I always say that though, and then I come back like, yeah, they extended the overtime, but I don't see that happening anymore because it's like they about to open up Chicago Wednesday, so I just don't see it happening. Yeah, let's get into one of the things I'm most excited about using, which is my Mer Foundation and concealer. So let me grab it. Well, sorry, not concealer, foundation and powder. So y'all know during the sale, my extra super excited ass had to grab the La Mer, what is this? La Mer Soft Fluid Long Wear Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 20. I had to grab it, y'all. I just had to because I was like, everybody been talking about this foundation for years, and they finally came out with my shade after 533 years. I got the shade 430 Chestnut. I'm hoping it's the right shade because for $120, like, who finna get rid of it? This is what it looks like. I feel like it looks a little darker than me. I don't know. I'm hoping it's just like the lighting I have on my Glamcore light and it's not, you know, the wrong shade because I would truly be pissed in. Because, like I said, I caught it on sale and it's $120 and I'm not trying to, you know, waste that type of coin. Oh, it's really liquidy. Look at it. Y'all, it's looking way too damn dark shit. Okay. Let's see. I'm hoping I can use it as just a summer shade. But see, y'all, I feel like it looks too dark. And then I don't even know if it's oxidized or not. It feels really light on the skin. It's really weird. Like, I don't know. I'm not used to foundation feeling this light. So I feel some type of way. I really do. Okay. So I'm going to take this It Cosmetics brush and kind of just blend this out. We're going to see how this goes. Where's that Tom Ford? I'm going to take this Tom Ford instead. Matter of fact, no, I'll just take this. And start. I think I watched someone's review on this foundation a while ago. That was like my skin. Oh, it was Too Much Mouth. Yeah, I saw Too Much Mouth review on this foundation like a while ago. Okay, y'all. So it's looking a little darker than I am, but I'm hoping we can lighten it up with some powder and like make it work. Lighten up with powder and concealer. Like I said, we spent this foundation was $120. Ain't nobody got time. I do like the fact though that one pump I feel like gave me quite a bit of coverage. But in all fairness, I do have the Kevin Aquan's Sensual Skin Enhancer on, so I feel like that did a lot of the work too. But I made sure I did that just because, like I said, we're using all the Bougie products in one video. But it's just me, y'all. Do y'all feel like this looks dark? I feel like it looks a little dark. I don't know. But I'm liking the fact that I only had to use one pump in order to get quite a bit of coverage. So yeah, that part's definitely a vibe for me. It looks nice and, you know, glowy and healthy on the skin. But again, at the price point it's at, it needs to look just amazingly wonderful. I was just taking the sponge and wiping the rest of the foundation off the back of my hand because we're not leaving none behind for this price. And like I said, y'all know I don't mind spending money on stuff, but like $120 just for a foundation, it's just, to me, it's just a lot. You know, it's a lot. I'm really feeling my eyes, y'all. That's why I keep saying it. I'm in this little mirror. I'm sorry. But it's just a vibe. They're just looking amazing. And my skin, I feel like, is looking really, really nice. And I'm going to take myself to Indiana just so we can get some good outside wear on this foundation. Because, again, it's $120. So you need to root it in the tooth and everything. I'm kind of wishing I brought one shade lighter than Chestnut. Which is shocking because, you know, this foundation was out for a while. And I think they didn't have any shades for me or something like that. So... or I think they had like one brown shade or something like that. I don't remember because I wasn't even checking for it because I was just like, they just one of those bougie brands, for no offense to anyone, older white ladies. And I was like, yeah, this ain't for me. So you keep it. Anyway, I got the new Pat McGrath concealer. I got the shade M20. I remember one of you all told me I needed to try M20 and I think M22 or something like that. So I went, because I think I used M23. I don't remember. But I went ahead and got M20. I told the person I was going to get the other one, but I ended up getting this one instead because they said this one had a yellow undertone and the other one had a neutral undertone. And I like yellow undertones for my concealer. So I'm going to try this color out today. I wish I could try it out with the Pat McGrath foundation, but that's at my house. And I didn't go get it. I will try. I'm thinking about trying this out with the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Foundation though. They had a sale on their website for 40% off. And this and so I finally bought it because I don't know, Luminous Silk just It was okay, but like, I don't know. I feel like for my skin type, it wasn't the best, because I know my skin will look luminous on its own after a while. I don't need to add, you know, a foundation like that to do so, because I have oily skin. But I mean, like, the form of it was nice. It was just, I don't know. Right now I feel like it's just kind of hyped up to be this wonderful thing, and it wasn't as impressive as I thought it was gonna be. So I was kind of, you know, like, disappointed. I mean, like I said, the finish was nice and it wore for a decent amount of time with the other products I put with it, but I put all their products with it. So I want to try it with like other products. Like I want to try it with some Pat McGrath stuff, and I want to try it with the Hourglass concealer, and I want to try it in like some other things and see if it can stand the test of time. Okay, y'all. So y'all know I do the whole little line down my nose. Why I have to do all that, I don't know. I just have to be extra with it. But those are places on my face I like highlighted, so you know. But then sometimes I feel like I put way too much on my chin, and then you be looking like, damn, bitch, like, you don't need that much on your chin. But then I'll be like in my Bruno Mars voice, that's what I like, okay? Don't leave me alone. We're just gonna blend it away. Y'all, okay, so I feel like we don't even need to have this discussion, because y'all know damn well at 8:30 when mother let us order the palette earlier, I got the pink packaging, and I bought the Divine Rose full-size lip gloss. I was going to get the Peach Perversion, I think it's the name of the lip gloss, and then get the soft core lipstick, but I was like, I don't use her lipsticks enough to, like, you know, buy that, and I don't want to spend that kind of money on, you know, like, a lipstick that I'm probably going to use, because I heard those lipsticks go out pretty quickly, and I was like, for $38, you know, like, it's only 10% off, too, like, it needs to not go out quickly. Plus, I just bought another one of her lipsticks during the Sephora sale, and she had on sale on her website too, but you know, since Sephora had the Memorial Day sale and other people's stuff was on sale, I was just like, I'm gonna just buy it here, and you know, worry about that later. Spread this down a little bit, because I don't want to put like too much on my face, and then, you know, be out here looking crazy because I got a cake face for real. With this foundation, I feel like it doesn't need to be a cake face. Like, you can do a natural little situation. I'm going to put a little bit more down there just because I feel like that's not going to be enough for my liking. And I am a cake face queen at the end of the day, but I'm trying to be a minimal cake face queen today, because I feel like the foundation that we put in this with doesn't need, like, call for a whole bunch of concealer and stuff like I like to use. I'm still going to use a good amount, though, just because, you know, I have dark circles, and it doesn't help that I don't feel like I ever get enough sleep, so we need to combat that with the concealer. So you're going to have to have full coverage concealed under eye and a little bit less of, you know, a foundation. But like I said, I'm super excited that I only had to use one pump. Like, y'all don't even understand, because normally I have to use like 2, 3, 4, and like, you see my skin, it's not the best, so I only had to use one. But again, like I said, we used Kevin Aqua, so Kevin came through and hooked it up for us real nice and easy. And I like Mother's concealer because you don't have to dip back in again. I was hoping she had came out with like the NARS soft matte concealer type style concealer, but you know, this works too, because she gave us a great shade range, and I like the creaminess of this product, so I'm here for that. It's definitely a vibe. Oh wait, no. So I put on my bougie do I want to do that in this part of the video, or do I want to just wait? I'm not going to use that part. I'm just going to use another part. So we're not going to do what I was about to do right now. We will do that a little bit later. You won't see it in this video, though. You'll see it in another. So, oh, crap, just scratch myself. Let me go ahead and start blending this concealer out. And then I can get into the powder by La Mer, since everybody talks about that too. I wanted to get my hands on the original Chanel powder, since Mel Thompson was talking about they were changing that as well. I was like, okay. But I can't find it anywhere, so I guess I waited too long to, you know, like, be concerned enough to buy it. But I don't know. Chanel is not a makeup brand I really check for, or a brand I check for in general. Like, when it comes to, like, designer makeup, like, I'm checking for, like, Dior, I would definitely say that's my designer brand for high-end makeup. I really like Dior, if y'all haven't noticed. Like, I did a full face of Dior. I like them. I like Mother. Charlotte's okay. It's just, I feel like her shade range lacks a lot of times when it comes to people my skin tone. I don't know if she's like, Mother got that cover, so I don't need to worry about it. I like what? But it's like, you know, you make makeup too, so you should probably make it for everybody, not just make like 4 shades and call it a day. Even though I found it interesting because, what's this girl's name? Morgan Turner was talking about how, that's what, what do you call those people? Dior, one of my favorite brands, just did with like their new skin glow thing or whatever they got. She said they only had like 4 shades because she reviewed it, I think yesterday. And I was like, So I was shocked about that. But I mean, yesterday meaning Friday. You all are going to see this Sunday. But anyway, so I have the Mer, the powder. You all already saw this video. And I didn't try the original powder of this either because by the time I had seen that video and all that, they had already gone since discontinued the original one. But Mel Thompson said this one is still good. So I was like, okay. I was like, I'll try it out. It's more of like a peachy, nude, beige-ish type powder. So we just gonna put this underneath the eyes. And I'm gonna use the Dietary Skin Tint I showed y'all at the beginning of the video for the rest of the face. Then we're gonna spray and put some Giorgio Armani powder on it. And then I will get into the Charlotte Tilbury review, and that'll be a whole nother video. And then I'll come back and give y'all an update on this later on. So just patting some powder out. See, this is what it looks like on the inside. It's like kind of weird peachy-ish color, so I'm kind of scared to put this underneath my eyes, especially since I just did a yellow powder. But I'm like, we need to review it, so I mean yellow concealer. But okay. Okay, so my pores just decided to magically disappear. So I'm definitely thinking this powder is nice. But Mother's powder does the same thing, and it's only like 30 something. Now you have to be careful with that one though, because the little dome will just make it disappear. So far, I mean, I'm liking it. It's making stuff disappear, and you know, I'm all about the pores disappearing, because I feel like no matter what I do, stuff I use as a general rule doesn't make them disappear or make them look, you know, like poreless. So that's on this side, it's not doing it, but I don't know. I guess the pores on this side are bigger on the other side. And since I have creases underneath my eyes, I don't expect them to actually make the creases underneath my eyes disappear. I do have realistic expectations of concealers and powders. So, I mean, I have creases underneath my eyes. It's going to be there. I was, you know, it's just not making it look as prominent as it does with other things. That's all. I'm going to put a rest place. I highlight my face. And then I'm going to use medium dark all on the other places I put, you know, foundation. It's basically like the sides and perimeter of my face. Y'all, I finally get to go get my hair done next week. Because I'm not a girl who's good with hair. If I was a girl who's good with hair, it wouldn't be as big a deal to me in the pandemic not to have it done. But it's like I'm terrible when it comes to like doing hair. Unless you want it like braided or like, you know, just flat iron it and call it a day. I'm not good at it. So I'm just over here like with greasy hair, and black people's hair doesn't get greasy. It's usually like we have to put oil in it to make it, you know, like greasy. So the fact that my hair just feels greasy on its own says to me like, yeah, it needs help. So, we're gonna take this Dietary, like I told you, I have medium dark, and we're gonna use this on the rest of my face. So I mean, yeah, so I can go. I heard this will start opening beauty shops on June the 3rd. I'm not going on June the 3rd, even though I told y'all if they had opened us up in May, I wouldn't go anywhere to June. So I'm going, I think I have an appointment for the 5th, that Friday. I'm not sure, so. Oh, did y'all see that, Anastasia Beverly Hills is coming out with more setting sprays. They're supposed to have like a mango one and like a pineapple one. I was kind of intrigued. I was like, oh, okay. I think it's kind of cool that they're having like flavor ones. I feel like they're trying to get on the Mac Fix Plus train, since that's like a favorite and loved product, because they put it in the same packaging and then they're like coming out with different flavors and stuff like they do. So I'm like, okay. Like, I see you, ABH over here. Now, I like the smell of the original. I don't know if it's going to have like more of a really concentrated Too Faced smell to it. That's why I'm trying to debate, do I want to get it just because of that whole thing? So far, the face is looking amazing, y'all. Other than like the pores and this part of my face just look really bad. Like they look really caked into. I don't know what's going on with that part, but you know. Whatever, moving on. You know, like we can't have perfect skin all the time. And as a general rule, I don't have perfect skin, so it's not like I'm not used to it having some problem somewhere on my face. I'm going to take the hangover spray. This is the only spray I have that over here that's good for hydrating and pushing the product into the skin, basically, which is what I use this for, pushing all my powders into my skin. So oddly enough, I did mix my Marc Jacobs coconut spray in with this one just because I didn't like the spout on that product. So I just mixed it in my Too Faced one because I like the spray on there better. And so this is a mixture of Marc Jacobs coconut spray and the what do you call it? The Too Faced hangover. And I like that spray to use for what I'm doing now, but like I wouldn't buy it just to use as a spray. I occasionally use it as a primer as well in the summertime, along with, you know, other primers. Obviously, I can't just use that primer, but I feel like it's a good hydrating spray or something like that. But since the Fenty one just came out, I'm like, I don't really need to use that one. Crap, I should have used that one instead. But I don't feel like that pushes in the powder as well as this one does. I feel like since it's wetter, it pushes in the powder a little bit better. So that's why I prefer that. Let's see. Brush. Am I putting on any blush? Since I'm not putting on any blush, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Face One brush by Patrick Ta to put on my Giorgio Armani luminous silk powder. I remember Kathleen likes raving about this in one of her That's Expensive But Worth It videos. So when they had it on sale for like 40% off on their website, I was like, let me go ahead and grab this real quick, please and thank you. Sorry, it wasn't their website, it was Bert Off Goodman's website that had it on sale. But I was like, it's on sale and I want it. So I'm trying to give myself a little bit more coverage and make sure that the foundation like matches. Because just because it matches in here now doesn't mean it's going to necessarily match when I get outside. So I'm trying, you know, we trying to make sure that it's cool before we move on to the next set. So I'm just lightly dusting it all over everything. Okay, y'all. So now we are going to leave, and I will come back and check in with y'all later on how these products wore throughout the day after I go run the errands and whatnot. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. Hold on. Let me put on this inner corner highlight, and then I will go do that and get into my bronzer review of Charlotte Tilbury. But, so, like I said, we're going to use the gold color in here at the inner corner highlights. We're going to use that one real quick, and I just got this dual fibered eyeshadow brush from Sigma. And we're going to see how well it works with this shade. Okay, it's doing a little thing. It's not giving me as much highlight as I thought it was going to, but you know, it's cool. Yeah, that works. It's a nice little light pop in the inner corner. Looks like it's going to be more and more of the satiny shades, so. And I didn't want to go too smoky. I wanted a little brightness, or else, you know, I'd have put the red one in there. I feel like the red would be good for the lower lash line, but like I said, we're not doing lower lash line because I got like 2 more eyeshadow videos to do today. I'm just going to put a pencil in the waterline. But anyway, I'll catch up with you guys later when we do the update on this face of makeup. Okay, everyone, so I am back. So this is what my face is looking like. As you can see, it's quite oily, even though sorry, I'm trying to see what the hell is this on my chin. Oh, but yeah, so you see my face is quite oily. I feel like my under eye is quite bright. But yeah, so let's start talking about all this stuff that's going on. So I think the eyeshadow held up well. I like it. I don't know if I like $88 for it, but you know, I might buy some more Tom Ford quads during the next Sephora sale, or if Nordstrom or somebody has 25% off, but I'm not just going to buy them because I don't necessarily think this is worth $88 for these 4 shades that are on my eyes. I'm sorry, I only have 3 of the 4 shades on my eyes. But anyway, the foundation, I like it a lot. I don't know if I necessarily wear it in the summertime though, because you can see I look oily as hell. Like, look at that oil underneath, just straight down this way. It just looks oily as hell. And in this area as well. So I don't know if I need to use a mattifying primer and then go in with this, or just more mattifying setting spray to help out. But I just look like super oily. Like, look at that. But my nose is always oily, as we all know. So I really liked the primer. I tried the little sample, and now I'm mad because I'm like, I think the primer is like $68, some crazy outrageous price like that. As you can see, the lip is gone. But I ate like lunch a while ago. I think I ate lunch at like 1, 2 o'clock. Wait, no, probably like 2 o'clock. Yeah. I didn't put any more lipstick or lip gloss or anything on. I just kind of chilled. Then the concealer. Now, I don't like I think this concealer is a little too light as far as just on its own. Like, I would mix it in with the other one I wear and just kind of use this as a topper one. Or I might do like Jackie does and put the lighter one on before I put on like my foundation or whatever. And then just go on with the one I normally use, which I believe is the M23. But I like the color. It's just I don't like it directly underneath my eyes. To highlight my face is fine, but it needs to be a before step underneath the eyes, or maybe just use a different powder, because with the La Mer and the powder, it's not a vibe for me. The bronzer, as you can see, it's still there on both sides. I still see it. I don't see it around the forehead as much, but I definitely still see it on the nose and on the sides of the face. So that's good. As you can see, my Patrick Ta blush is still here. I have one, She's Passionate. Wait, no, I'm sorry. This isn't Patrick Ta. This is the Makeup Forever blush. It's still on, so that's good. See, it's hard for me to talk about the highlighter, because I'm like, since my face is so oily, it's like, is that oil or is that like the highlighter still there? I'm not sure. Lip products, I like them okay. I didn't think they were like exceptional, and for $42 I feel like they should be. So again, I might get some more colors if they're on sale, because I saw this Mona Lisa one I really wanted, and then they had, of course, you know, a mauve nudish color that I was thinking about, but I only buy them on sale. I don't think they're worth $42 in my personal opinion. The bronzer though, now that's worth the $55. I think it looks really nice. I think it glided on the skin really nicely and smooth. But yeah, the foundation, I'd say buy it on sale. I don't think it's worth $120. You see how damn oily I am still. The powder though, I actually think the powder is worth the $95. I think it blurred out the skin really nicely. I think it filled in the pores pretty nicely. And I think it just looks really beautiful on the skin when you first put it on. So I would recommend you get the powder. I recommend the concealer. I like the eye quad, but only on sale. I like the lipstick, only on sale. The bronzer I would pay just the $55 for, or just the, I think it's $39 once I get once I need a refill. Now I don't know how often I'm gonna use this bronzer. I probably use like for date night when I go out and stuff like that, but not just like every day just because it's high. And we won't just be using it up that quick. And I hear people hit pan on her products pretty quick. So I'm like, yeah, no, not at all. My powder I haven't hit pan on though, but I don't really use her like flawless powder that often, the flawless finish one or whatever. And I'm hoping this bronzer comes to Net-a-Porter, because if you already know, the Charlotte Tilbury stuff is cheaper on Net-a-Porter than it is on Sephora. So like, I'm trying to wait to see if they have the bronzer come up and see if it's gonna be cheaper, because the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless airbrush powder on there is only $37, whereas here, whereas at Sephora it's $45. So it's like it's already on sale on there for $37, and then I think they had 25% off, which is the only reason I got the full size. So I got that powder for like $31. So definitely check out Net-a-Porter when it comes to buying your Charlotte Tilbury, not necessarily Sephora. Then if Net-a-Porter doesn't have it, then I guess you can go to Sephora. But I'm going to be buying my Charlotte Tilbury from Net-a-Porter from now on, because it's cheaper. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on all the stuff going on in my face. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll see you guys in the next one.